Hi, I'm Lance Baker. This is Akasha Talks, a new podcast I'm launching on August 4. And it's all about consciousness and different ways to interact with it and get the most out of it. And sometimes that's on a personal level of consciousness, and sometimes it's on that global consciousness, the whole universe. And it's all different ways to interact with it, using energy and energy healing, hypnosis, meditation, psychology, magic, and all sorts of things of how to unlock that magic that is our universe and how to enjoy it and get the most out of it. I know this is going to be enjoyable for you guys because so far I've already recorded 7 of these interviews and they've been great. Some of the things that have been shared between the guests and myself have been mind-blowing, and they've been amazing things to share. And they're sharing some of their tools and ways you can find their tools to connect in to get the most out of your life. So some of the people I've spoke with are Inez Simpson, a Canadian hypnotherapist who's got a thing called the Simpson Protocol, which is about connecting to that higher self, that higher consciousness and guidance and divine through hypnosis, and seeing what can come of clearing different patterns throughout your life. And so we talked about that and meditation and some other interesting things. I spoke with Bob Burns, the creator of the Swan, a therapy tool that I use all the time in my therapy room. It's one of the most unique ways of accessing different elements of the subconscious and having a conversation and getting the most out of it. We talked about that for a little bit, but most of the time we actually talked about spiritual healing, as he spent a long time working with this. We also talked on lucid dreaming and channeling and some other interesting things. It was a great chat. He's a very interesting guy. Most of these interviews I've had video there. Sadly for that one, just got audio, but it's still dead set interesting to check out. I spoke with Cameron Oates, a Melbourne coach who's got some amazing skills in how to follow your goals and stick to them and setting those goals and just getting the most out of them. So we talked a lot about that and about men's mental health and the tragedy of the amount of suicide that males have to endure, and tools and help that's out there to avoid that. Also spoke with Justin Trance. He's a stage hypnotherapist. He also works a lot with sports people to get the most out of their performance. He had a show on Playboy, which was quite interesting, about people sharing some very, very intimate truths. We had a really good chat about just how to get the most out of somebody and get them on track to achieve their best potential. And the lighter and fun side of hypnosis that's out there. I also spoke with Ronan OReilly. And this one was really interesting. It's a bit different. This guy's got a healing modality he's developed using virtual reality. And he mainly works with people that have got some sort of disability, like they've been through a stroke and lost control of some of their body, and he's putting them in virtual reality and tricking their mind into believing it can do different things with the body, and it starts happening. And it's an amazing process, and it's been quite interesting. Also spoke with David Lyon. He's another hypnotherapist and a magician. He mainly works on the street in that side of things, and with coaching and counseling one-on-one with people in groups to get the most out of them. But most of what we spoke with wasn't the hypnosis or the magic side of things. It was that real magic, not the sleight of hand and tricks, the magic that flows through the universe. And it was quite a spiritual discussion. It was quite interesting. I'm sure you'll enjoy checking that one out. Another person I spoke with was Oscar de Souza, who I recently had run a class in my center on his empath therapy course. And he's got this unique approach of how to tap in to other people's energy and feel what's going on and help them shift that and change it. And he developed this because so many people have been just having that happen automatically and being inundated with it, and finding a way to turn that thing that was a grievance for some people into a powerful therapy tool. And we also talked about the spirit and the way that flows through our body as well. And I've got some other interesting ones coming up. This week I'm recording another 2. I've got a float tank expert and somebody who's fantastic with tarot and astrology. So those ones are going to be interesting too, different other sides of things of accessing consciousness. And I've got a huge list of some guests that I'd love to have on. Some of them might be aiming a little too high for who might want to talk to me, but others I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to get. And I've had some verbal confirmations that I haven't booked yet of some amazing guests that I know you're going to enjoy also, and I know we're going to have some fantastic conversations of some amazing things that they're going to share for you that you can use at home to help yourself get the most out of your life. So this show is aimed for anybody who's just interested in consciousness, getting the most out of themselves, healers, hypnotherapists, counselors, just anybody that's curious and wants to have some fun listening to some interesting conversations. So it's called Akasha Talks, and it launches on the 4th of August 2019, which is a few weeks away. And I want you to check it out. And I thank you in advance if you are going to check out this show. You can check it out on YouTube. You can check it out on your favorite podcatcher, whether that's Stitcher, iTunes, Spotify, whatever. It's going to probably be on most of them. I've got it lined up with a fair few already. You can check us out on Facebook. Please just subscribe, check a few shows out and enjoy it. Thank you for your time in watching this, and thank you for checking out the show when it launches on August 4. Thank you. Have a great day.